Hey, BassGeek here, and today we're going to talk about speed worming for summer bass. So before we jump right in and start talking about speed worming for summer bass, guys, as you know, I am partnered with Mystery Tackle Box. Every single month they send me a Mystery Tackle Box Pro. I pick a bait. We talk about how to fish it during the specific time of year that it is, summer right now. And then I give away the box to one of you lucky BassGeek Nation supporters. It's like I always say, guys, these things make great gifts. Father's Day just went by. This would have been a great gift from the wife or the kids or whoever for Father's Day. And one of the biggest reasons, like I say all the time in every single one of these videos, guys, I am an old head. I am an old head. And every single month, I get baits that I'm not used to throwing. So I get to expand my capabilities on the water with baits that normally I would not pick up, whether it be online shopping or at my local tackle shop. So this is great for the young guys and the people trying to build their arsenal and learn new techniques. But guys, Mystery Tackle Box is great for your old heads. Like I say, I get stuck in ruts. I fish things every single year the same exact way. And by getting this every month, it really forces me to do new and sometimes exciting things when I'm out on the water. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about what come in this month's Mystery Tackle Box Pro. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie. I've been out here on the lake this morning. It's beautiful right now. But when you get this box, it's probably, hopefully going to be dried out. But it's pretty daggone soggy right now. It rained like crazy this morning. All right, so let's talk about what's in it, guys. From Wave, we've got a nice little, what I would call a speed worm. Let's see, I don't really see the name of the worm on here, but it's from Wave Fishing. Nice little speed worm. From Vexen, we've got, you know, nothing really. Something that I love to throw from Mustad. This is an underspin. Oh, look at that. From Vixen, yeah, you know, kind of magic. It jumped back in the box there. We've got a square bill, good looking colors. Some of my favorites, some swim baits. They come with the head. I believe these are swinging jig heads. We've got some good old cream baits in here. Looks kind of like another speed worm. Maybe something that'd look real good on a trailer. We've got some Mustad hooks. Those are 4/0 extra wide gaps. And we've got a Castaic spinnerbait. So good stuff. All right, guys, as always, now, you know, a pretty cool thing, they actually show you where to fish these baits as it pertains to like lakes or, you know, maybe larger ponds. You get your Dibble Digest. You get a cool sticker, and as always, you get how much the box would retail for. All right, so if you guys do want to pick up a box of these, you don't win this month, or you don't win every single month, and you'd like to get a box every single month, make sure you go down in the description below. There is a link to get your first box super cheap. I don't make anything off of this. So, you know, I give everything away and get you a discount on your first box. So make sure you go down there and you click on that box and you go check some of these cool baits out every single month. We're going to talk about speed worming for summer bass this month out of the Mystery Tackle Box. So one of the things you'll notice is sometimes you can put a very small weight on this, but a lot of times what I like to do is I like to actually put, this is a 5/0 mustad. This is a heavy gauge wire offset worm hook, and you'll see that hook is actually pretty heavy. I do Texas rig it. You can expose it there, or you can leave it exposed. Since you're working it across top water, I do like to expose it sometimes, just because I may be throwing it across some grass mats, or just submergent grass. This thing is great. So you guys that have some pond scum, or some grass that you can throw this across and really get that tail kicking, or you guys that have lakes that have that in it, especially first thing in the morning, maybe in clear water, this is going to be a nice subtle change up presentation from when you're throwing frogs or toads or walking baits. So this is going to be something that you can really change up, give you something a little different from what a lot of guys are throwing every single day. Now, one of the other things you can do is you can actually put a little bit of belly weight. And what's great about this is this bait is actually going to sink. So you can reel it very quickly, and we'll talk about the rod, reel, and line setup in just a second. But if something swipes and misses at it, you can stop and let the bait fall to the bottom. Boom. You don't even need a follow-up bait, because this is a topwater and follow-up bait all in one. Now let's talk about the rod, reel, and line setup. Now I will tell you, one of the things that I failed to mention just before is, if you'll notice how flat this worm is, so it really is able to, have a lot of lift as you're reeling it through the water. Now, line, guys, generally I like, and you can use, especially if you're around a lot of grass, you can use straight braid. That'll work great for you. I generally fish a lot of clear water, so I'm going to use braid to a monofilament leader. Now, my monofilament leader generally is going to be, because I'm throwing this only on a hook, I'm going to use lighter monofilament. Now, if you throw a little weight or a belly weight to it, you can get away with throwing it on a little heavier mono. And, if you're throwing it on straight braid, especially if you're around grass, I'd probably go somewhere in the neighborhood of that 50-pound test line. Now, this particular rod, it's kind of the in-between. It's a medium fast, but it's a little bit on the stiffer side. But guys, I'm telling you, with the spiral guides, I'm being honest about this. I just bought this thing during some expos this year. So I have no affiliation with the company, but this thing will cast a bait a mile, a country mile. It's impressive. Because this rod is pretty stiff, but it really does amaze me how far it will cast even a weightless bait, and you'll see here shortly. Now, I've just got a loose LFS on here. A loose LFS, speed worming, I would absolutely suggest the 7.5-1. All right, guys, hope you can hear me over the rain. It's kind of been this way all day, on and off rain showers, even though, again, thank you, weatherman, it was supposed to be a completely sunny and warm day. All right, so back to the speed worm. So the thing about the speed worm, the places you want to fish it, if you don't have a lot of grass, you're going to want to use it first thing in the morning in places like this, where you've got a lot of wood, a lot of laydowns, that sort of area. Now, the speed worm really is best around grass. And during the summertime, you can fish it around grass all day long. But now, let me show you how to cast it and how to retrieve it. So you want to make a nice long cast. And as soon as it hits the water, you're going to reel. You're going to keep your rod tip up, and you can see how subtle that is coming through the water. Now remember, that's no weight. That's a 5/0 hook. And for me, you're going to want to really target fish. So you're going to aim for lanes, or you're going to aim to come down the sides of these logs. You're going to target, barely submergent grass, mats that have a little bit of water on top of them. That's where this thing's going to shine. Really thick you know, topped out mats, probably not. But, you know, something with a little bit, you know, some holes in it, that's where this is going to shine. And again, the great thing about this is really it's its own follow-up bait. So if you cast out here and you get your retrieve coming back and a bass comes up and misses it, you stop and let it drop. Give it a couple of pops and you're right back on top working that topwater bite again. Guys, a speed worm is a technique that you should try, especially you guys in these summer ponds. So you bank anglers really, really should try this. It's a very subtle, very different presentation than most of the bass in your ponds have seen, save for the frogs, the buzzbaits, the, you know, whopper ploppers, that sort of stuff. This could get you some bigger bites. I just had a tree touch my leg and it scared the crap out of me. Anyway, all right guys, so here's the part I know you've all been dying to find out. How do you win the box? Well, we always keep it simple. You know, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. And then just in the comment section below, comment hashtag wave worm. All one word, wave worm, okay? All right, that is it. Good luck to everybody. We will announce the winner 1 week from today. And I hope everybody has a great summer and gives this technique a try. And seems like the rain's starting to come back in. So as always, questions, comments in the comment section below. You guys know I love to talk fishing with you. Make sure hashtag waveworm in the comment section to be entered to the giveaway to win this month's Mystery Tackle Box Pro. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. And as always, you guys rock.